Hi, my name's Deanne Stewart and I'm CEO of Aware Super. Aware Super is one of the largest super funds here in Australia and a super fund that's open up to all Australians, but at its heart has a real belief in the power of sustainability and responsible investing that we believe has helped us be one of the top performing funds. I wanted to talk to you about a couple of things. Just a little bit about my career and career journey, but also importantly, the role that co-op scholarship has played in my life. So I grew up in country New South Wales in Bathurst, and for me, going to university in the big smoke in Sydney was certainly a daunting thing, but it was gaining a co-op scholarship at the Uni of New South Wales to do Bachelor of Commerce, but also do marketing and finance within that really created such an opportunity for me. During university, not only did I get to do the university degree, but the co-op scholarship also allowed me to work for 3 different organisations during that period of time, a couple of days a week each year. So the first year it was Commonwealth Bank, the second year it was with Kellogg's, and the third year it was with Coca-Cola. And this just gave me such a great opportunity to understand what business is all about. Certainly, I had very little understanding growing up in Bathurst, but opportunity to work in the marketing department, work closely with finance, with accounting, with HR, and really get a sense of how these organisations worked was really helpful in framing my view of where I wanted to go into the future. So straight out of university, I then went and worked for Bankers Trust, or BT Funds Management as it was known at that time. And really, I am totally convinced that a big part of the reason I got that graduate role is the experience that I had had through the co-op scholarship. And now, certainly having come from the country, I had very little connections in Sydney, but the co-op program really helped me with that when I was looking to seek employment opportunities. So fast forward, I then worked with BT for a number of years, but then did an MBA over at Yale University and lived and worked for 11 years overseas, in London with McKinsey and Company, and then in New York with Merrill Lynch. From that, I then came back to Australia, worked back at BT, running a number of different divisions on the private wealth side, operations and contact centres, and the superannuation business, marketing, and digital. So it was a really amazing opportunity that I had, and really gathering very different experiences. I do believe that those different experiences then enabled me into my next role, which was CEO of MetLife Australia. Now, MetLife is one of the biggest global life insurers, and I worked closely with the actuarial team, very core to a life insurer, but a number of them had received previous co-op scholarships or were co-op scholarship graduates. And just seeing the difference that they were making in the organisation and their depth of understanding and analytics was fantastic. From there, I now have my current job as CEO of Aware Super. It's absolutely my dream job. Getting to run a superannuation fund, one of the largest and best performing in Australia, is just such a privilege, because ultimately we're here to try and create the best possible retirement and future for as many Australians as possible. And through that, one of the core elements is really how we invest, and invest wisely, responsibly, with a really long-term mindset. And a number of actuary students are part of our team, and certainly our current co-op scholars have helped us put in a submission to the government on the future of retirement. It's called the Retirement Income Review. And now that submission was quoted several times in this government review. And a number of the actuarial co-op scholars really helped us put that together. So that's an example of how co-op scholars have helped us straight away as both students, but then ultimately later on in our actuarial team, but also in our investment team. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of background to the career, but also importantly, the impact of a co-op scholarship. And whether you're a co-op scholar today or looking at applying for a co-op scholarship, I couldn't rate it more highly. Thank you.